Hi, my name is Kendall.
Hi, my name is Hannah.
And we're K-pop approved. So today, as an introduction, we're going to go through our biases and our bias groups and share those with you guys. So my bias group is definitely NCT, specifically Wavy, because 10 is my favorite boy on this planet. I love 10 so much.
We stand 10.
We really stand 10. I actually bought a signed poster from him because I just love him so much. Other groups I really like BTS too. My favorite would be Suga.
I like Jin.
Hannah likes Jin.
I like Jin.
He's pretty cool too. He'd be like number 4 for me.
Wow, okay.
But I like Jin.
No shade, no tea, I guess.
So I also like EXO. My favorite would be Kai. I also really like Chanyeol. What about you, Hannah?
My favorite is Kai, I guess.
Yeah, Kai's
like
pretty
Kai.
cool. He stars in dramas too. You know, really gets you feeling when you see him acting in those dramas.
Love it.
I think we both really love Shiny here too.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Taemin, love of my life right there. We got our cutout of Taemin here today.
Yes.
I like Pentagon. I don't think Hannah knows Pentagon.
Honestly, I haven't heard a lot of music by them.
Later, we're gonna watch a Pentagon video.
I'm slacking
because
in
she
that
doesn't.
area.
Yeah, she really is because she's missing so many bops. But
I'm sorry.
my favorite from Pentagon is Woozik. He's my fave.
I can't wait to get into it.
One day you'll know who he is because he's so tall.
All right.
When they go in formations and he's in the front, you ain't seeing no one behind him. It's like they weren't even there.
He's like one of those kids where they take photos on picture day and he's standing in the back.
Yeah, he should be in the back, but they'll do triangles and put him here and there's someone here and you don't see him anymore. Which I think is poor planning, but... Oh, Whoozik's right here. Anyways, what other groups do you like?
Well, my biases would be NCT, of course, NCT 127 to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
We all love Mark, of course.
Oh, I do love Mark.
You can't say NCT 127 without saying Mark.
You really can. He's a staple of NCT 127.
He's the poster child for SM. So.
He really is. He's debuted how many times now? They say it's a new day. Who are you debating? Mark.
It's like every year he turns like in specific age, he's already debuted 5 times.
He's like, oh, that year I debuted in Super M. Yeah, that's how he remembers time.
Yeah, so I stand Mark. Other groups, I like EXO also. Girl groups, I'm definitely here for like ITZY, Blackpink,
ITZY.
love them. I'm more of like a solo artist within K-pop. I like listening to a lot of solo artists. I love Dean. So Dean, if you're watching, please call me. In Loco, I like Loco. I'm more of like a low-key kind of K-pop girl. I like Monster X. Yeah, I love Monster X.
My boy Ju Honey.
Yes. His cute faces are like the cutest.
Love him so much. And now we have to stand Wonho separately.
Yeah, I know.
It's very sad,
Wonho,
but-
definitely another solo artist who needs the recognition because I think he's not underrated, but he's definitely coming out
Yeah.
like in his solo career. So I think he needs more recognition.
Needs a little bit more love. His song "Losing You," I was like, Wonho, get me in my feels.
Right? I love it.
Do you listen to ATEEZ?
I do listen to
Oh, who's your favorite from ATEEZ?
San.
Oh, I like him too. I like him and Songhwa.
I was just watching a YouTube video with them and he was doing, I think it was Taekwondo, and I was like,
Yesterday, I don't know why this reminded me. Yesterday, I was watching a video of Stray Kids, and they did this prank on like Felix and Han. They put them in a car with their manager and had the police pull them over. And Felix goes, "I don't speak Korean." It was so funny.
I'll definitely try that next time I get pulled over. Like, I don't speak English.
I'm not from here.
Speaking English.
We were like, "We know you speak Korean." Felix. funny.
I need to watch that.
I haven't finished it yet, but man, that made my day.
I definitely want to see that now. Yeah, those are my biases.
I mean, Red Velvet too. I like Red Velvet.
Yes,
I like Wendy.
love Red.
She's pretty lit.
I like Red Velvet too.
All right, so I'm chewing on ice right now, but
A little ASMR for you guys.
we do have playlists on Spotify if you want to get more of a feel for what we like. My playlist is called K-pop Boys because I really like K-pop boys apparently. It's literally, if you search K-pop Boys, it's gonna be the first one there because I have so many followers on it. But it's by KWK9. I also have a K-pop girls playlist, but it's not as worthy as the K-pop boys playlist.
We still stand the K-pop girls though.
Yes, yeah, we do stand that. It's just my playlist isn't as good as the boys one.
I also have a playlist. It's just titled Dean, of course. It's just a bunch of K-pop songs by solo artists and groups. So if you want, you can check us out on Spotify.
Yeah.
We'll leave the links below in the description.
Yeah. And then, oh yeah, we do have a TikTok. I really love our TikTok. TikTok's my favorite thing to get lost on for 3 hours a day. We have an Instagram. We'll have those links to Twitter. Obviously YouTube. Yeah. All right. Moving along. Favorite K-pop songs. What are some songs that stand out to you, Hannah?
My favorite K-pop song is definitely Shiny, since they're making a comeback soon. My song from them is Rescue and Alarm Clock, and of course, Replay.
Oh, Replay's a classic.
Yes, those are my from Shiny. I have too many. I have really way too many. For my solo artist would be Dean Howling 404.
Oh, I like that song.
What about you, Kendall?
Well, can you have a favorite song without it being Love Talk, English version by Wavy?
But you were telling me the other day you're watching like TikToks where they were putting their fingers down for songs that they've heard.
Yeah. So I was watching TikTok, right? And I'm very much on K-pop's TikTok a lot. And they were doing finger down challenges, and this one girl knew like every song except Wavy.
Disgraceful.
I said, how? But it's like, it's not just one girl, like everyone on TikTok, no one knows Wavy. I'm like, what? Y'all know NCT Kick It, but you don't know Love Talk?
It's just
She didn't know Bad Alive either. I was like, girl.
And I think that definitely shows like how like groups within K-pop, well, Wavy is a K-pop group, but it's mostly like based for their Chinese consumers. But I definitely think that even though it's based for their Chinese consumers, they need to shed more light on other variations of K-pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still K-pop.
Wavy is just the whole band, just bop. Every song they have is a bop. And no one listens to it enough. Like from NCT 2020 Resonance. Nectar, man, I jammed a Nectar.
Yeah,
but I don't think people give it enough love.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
either. And definitely Win-Win from.
Win-Win never gets enough love.
That's another bias, by the way.
I do love Win-Win.
Like, if I could just promote for Win-Win, I would be okay. Like, I would put the decals on my car, like, just have his face out there. I would promote for Win-Win. Like, they just don't get enough love.
Literally, I was looking at the little circle pie charts they make on YouTube. He got like 2 seconds.
I was so upset about that.
Was it 90s Love? It was 90s Love.
It was 90s Love.
He got 2 seconds. And when he sang, he was covered by other artists. Like, they didn't even give him his 2 seconds of screen time.
And apparently he was supposed to be the leader for that group.
No.
Like, how are you a leader? You only gave him 2 seconds.
I would have never known he was in that group if they didn't have the introduction saying Win-Win at the beginning. I would have been like, oh, cool. No Win-Win today.
I want to start a hashtag justice for Win-Win.
But I will say Tan is starting to get everything he deserves.
Right.
He got so many lines.
Definitely.
I would have been, he got so many actually that I would have been okay if he gave some to Win-Win. That's how many he got.
I agree.
Because Tan doesn't need as many lines because he dances. He's like the lead dancer, so he can just come up to like, woo. Yeah. And then he's good.
Yeah, and definitely Like, I just don't understand why. And it's not just within, I guess, NCTU now it is, because it's the combined NCT. I think it's called like NCT Universe, isn't it?
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up.
I might not know about NCT.
Yeah, NCTU. So I think that they should just, like, especially underrated artists within that whole group, especially like Henry. He's not really underrated, but like they don't get enough time.
Yeah.
They just don't get enough screen time, and I want that. I want to hear them singing.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta show up to hear them singing.
But I would be okay if they were just like to say they're going on tour soon. Like, I'm here for that. But, you know, right now it's just not the right time. So
they were last year. They went to Miami. Was it?
They were in Miami.
I really wanted to go.
I know. I
saw videos of them on the beach. I was like, I could have been there.
You could have been there.
I could have been at the beach that day if I knew.
You definitely missed the opportunity.
Yeah. When I first learned all of NCT's names, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. I said, I have to learn them so I can go to the concert. And guess who still hasn't been to a concert?
Well, you know, I don't think it's gonna happen right now, but I definitely think so soon. And I'm ready for it, girl. We should go.
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go.
We'll make sure to live stream.
Right.
I feel like
you might see us jump on stage and security choking us off stage.
I saw this video on TikTok of this girl yelling, like, it was Super M. She's like, 10, go 10, come out of that door. I was like, that's me. It's literally gonna be me. 10 can breathe, and I'll be like, what a god. Sent to this earth. Just for us.
Right. Just sneeze. Wow, bless you. Bless your soul. Bless all of you.
Okay.
Right.
So those are like our big favorite songs.
Right.
But obviously 2020 has had a lot of comebacks and new songs. So one of my favorite songs that like I still listen to daily, Answer by ATEEZ. That song is so good. I also like Daisy by Pentagon. ITZY came out with Not Shy. I like that one. Not Shy. What else came out? There's so much. It doesn't feel like a cohesive year, so I forget.
Right. I think the Wonho. I hope I'm saying his name right.
Yeah.
His comeback, or his debut, I should say, really like took K-pop by surprise, honestly.
Oh yeah.
And I was like watching videos of like how he was just like really emotional about his comeback and how it meant so much to him. And I think that the climax of 2020 was Wonho's comeback. Definitely NCTU though. But
oh yeah. NCT came back with bobs.
Oh, and then there was Red Velvet, Irene, and I'm gonna mess up her name. I'm gonna butcher it. Sulgi, yeah.
I think that's it.
Monster. I'm a little monster.
I can do the dance. Misfit. I remember watching that video, and I was like, did Taeyong just climb through the window of that car? Everyone else opens, and he just goes, whoop. That was the highlight of my year right there. It's like the highlight of the year before was Johnny's wig in Wakey Wakey.
Definitely. But then there was I just lost it. The SM's new girl group.
aespa.
I'm gonna butcher her name. I'm like aspirin. Close enough.
That's close.
I really like their whole theme of how it's like VR. Not VR,
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, VR. And I'm like, wow, it's new.
They're getting innovative.
Right.
You thought they've done it all when they did NCT, and then they were like, haha, nah. We got more.
Yeah, and there's like definitely that controversy with them, but we'll get into that later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so we're going to move into the Spotify Wrapped because that did come out a few days ago. Might I just add, I'm in the top 1% of BTS listeners, in case anyone was wondering.
Wow.
Yes, they were my top artists this year. I was really hoping for my top artist to be TXT, but it doesn't always end up as planned. Day 6 was also in my top artist, top 5. But
Day 6.
we're not really here to talk about my Spotify. Let's get into the actual like stats from Spotify. So Spotify 2020 most streamed K-pop artists. One's gonna be BTS. That's not really surprising because they're like the most popular. Number 2, Blackpink. Also not a huge surprise. Number 3, EXO. I thought that was kind of a surprise because EXO's not really popular in America per se. I would expect it more like, you know, Super M or NCT. And then 4, Twice, and then 5, Red Velvet. I think Twice makes sense. I was kind of surprised about Red Velvet, but I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if it's just like the Red Velvet as the group, or is it just the
I think on Spotify, Solgi and Irene are listed as a different artist.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So those were like the big top most streamed artists. And then for tracks, we have Boy With Love, BTS and Halsey at number 1. Again, not a surprise.
I was thinking maybe it was gonna be Dynamite, but maybe it just came out too late.
So you have that BTS, Blackpink, Monopoly in the top tracks, and then also it makes sense because the first 2 are both done with like a Western artist. Makes sense because non-Western or like non-K-pop listeners would listen to that. And then just some fun little facts that Spotify gave us. 53% of K-pop listeners are 18 to 24, which would make sense. And then I had the actual fact and then I lost the graphic, but 70 something percent are female, which also would kind of make sense. And then they had over 134 billion minutes of K-pop streamed. I was a lot of those minutes probably.
Me too.
And then this is very interesting to me. K-pop is streamed the most from the USA. Number 2, Indonesia. Number 3, Philippines. Number 4, Japan. And number 5, Brazil. Notice Korea is not on that list. I was like, oh.
Well, maybe it's like given the population size because
Maybe.
yeah.
I was like,
I don't know, maybe I don't think that's correct, just a little bit.
maybe. We could ask Spotify about that one. I was like, I feel like Korea would be probably first.
Right. But then like if you think about it in population, like the age, I feel like the typical age of like
That's
Korea
true.
in general is maybe like 50 to 70.
Yeah.
So not a lot of, young people are the ones listening to K-pop. So not like a lot of, people listening.
And then, it came out with the top 5 most streamed artists, but BTS was so close to getting in the top 5. They were number 6 worldwide for streams for 2020.
And I definitely I would say back in my time, like no one was like listening to K-pop. They were like, "What is K-pop? You're so weird."
Yeah.
Why are you listening to like lyrics you don't even understand? But like you don't understand the sound, the music. It's just something different,
Yeah, Hannah liked it when it was weird.
Yeah.
I started liking it when it was more popular.
Back in my time.
She's from the olden days.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit older than you.
just a smidge. Yeah, but I was at least there for the debut of Wavy. That makes my day every day.
Yeah, I was listening back in my day. I was listening to Girls' Generation, Shiny, definitely, Super Junior. That was my time.
I love Super Junior.
I think most of them are 30 now, so.
They really are, but they're still making music, Super Junior. And the baby is Max. He made a song called Chocolate. Perfect.
And I love how they keep on with their career.
They do.
Yeah, they never really K-pop never really ages if you think about it.
No.
It's just continuous.
Yeah. We like that hairstyle looks a little weird, but it's always good music to pop to.
I agree.
All right.
Right.
Do you want to talk about the mamas or do you want me to do it?
You can do it.
Okay. All right. So the mamas, they're coming up soon.
Yay.
We love it. The Mnet Asian Music Awards, my favorite K-pop awards, I guess, to look at. Voting is open. Is it December 5th?
I honestly don't
I think it's almost December 5th. Well, voting is open till December 5th. I have voted. Everyone make sure you vote.
I will go. We just had our election. If you're watching in the United States or outside of the United States, we just had our presidential election. Thank God for that. But I will definitely be voting. I just need the little sticker. I voted.
Yeah, I need a little K-pop.
Right.
Anyways, make sure you go vote on that. Just search up or Mama voting and you'll find it. But currently, I'm not sure if it all depends on what the fans vote on or if there's also judges. I have not looked that up, but I know right now for the polling, Artist of the Year is currently going to BTS. Not surprising.
No.
And then Blackpink and NCT are in second and third. Song of the Year, BTS Dynamite is leading. Wow. Again, not surprising.
Okay. I thought it would have been Boys with Love, but
yeah. I don't know. Worldwide fan choice. Take a guess. BTS is currently leading.
Does it start with a B and end with an S?
I think it does. Best new male artist, something BTS can't get.
Right.
Is currently going to Treasure. And they have 60% of the vote, which is a lot. I do love Treasure. They're very good. Gravity and MCND are trailing in second and third. Let me say MCND, they make bops too. Best new female artist is currently going to Secret Number. I've only listened to 2 of their songs, but I like the 2.
And I haven't heard anything. Honestly, I haven't heard about this group.
I looked at the lineup of the people who were nominated. I only knew Secret Number. Okay. So I was like, yeah, I'll vote for you. Best male group going to BTS right now. Not surprising. And NCT and 17 are in second and third. I was kind of surprised about 17 because people don't usually like 17 that much. So
they're definitely underrated
that.
also.
Yeah, they are. And then best female group currently going to, take a guess, Blackpink, followed by Twice and Mamamoo. I wasn't surprised by Twice. I was kind of surprised about Mamamoo because I didn't know they were so popular. They're good though.
I think it was because of Hwasa.
Oh yeah, Hwasa. I knew Hwasa. I knew Hwasa before I knew Mamamoo. Yeah.
I definitely like her new single that just dropped. Not single. It was a single.
It was a single, I think.
Maria.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. I like Twit. Have you ever heard that song? Oh, I love that song so much. Twit. And then best male artist is currently going to, how do you say his name? Baekhyun.
Yeah.
And then Taemin and Zico are trailing. I like all 3 of them. I'd be okay if any of them won.
I honestly thought that Taemin and Baekhyun would be flip-flop.
I did think Taemin would be first.
Yeah,
so I was kind of surprised. But I mean, if EXO was the 3rd most streamed artist, it kind of makes sense if you think about it.
True, but it's Taemin.
I know this.
Yeah, but Zico.
We really love Taemin.
I think Zico is up there because of that song.
He had the TikTok song.
Was it any? It was any song. That was the name of the song.
Any song. Yeah.
That was really got us through 2020.
It really did. That was a really good song. Yeah. And then Zico is also on Island too, so probably more people found out about him.
Okay.
And then best female artist currently going to IU. Then Hwasa and Taeyeon are next. I like all of them again, so I'd be okay with any of them winning.
Yeah.
Best dance performance solo is going to Hwasa for Maria right now. And then Taemin Criminal follows, and then Jessie with Nunu Nana is in third. Wow. I think Taemin should be in the first place.
Right, yeah.
For this one.
I mean, I liked both Hwasa. How do you say it?
Hwasa.
I liked her Maria, the dance for that.
It was good.
But I mean, Taemin. I'm not trying to be biased, but I'm trying to be biased. But Taemin, I really liked how he came and performed. It's just it was unique. It was
his
Taemin.
dances are always different.
Yeah.
And usually they're really hard to do too. That's why you won't ever catching me learning a Taemin dance. But you'll catch me learning probably any other dance.
You probably won't catch me learning anything because I can't dance.
She says that, but she's a cheerleader.
talking about. Cheerleader. What's that?
We're both cheerleaders. Anyways. Yeah, I just feel like Taemin for like the dance innovation he's done should be in first. Especially Criminal. If you saw that music video and that dance, I was like,
Did the I can't even say it. Like where he was doing his popular part in it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll have to show it to you.
Okay.
But that was like the highlight of the song.
I actually have not seen Jessie Nunu Nana yet. So
I've heard it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, honestly. I love Jessie though. Don't get me wrong.
Jessie's pretty cool.
But I'm not a fan of this song. That's just my opinion.
All right, and then moving right along, best dance performance in male group is going to BTS right now for Dynamite. Again, got that BTS monopoly up here. Followed by 17 Left and Right. That surprised me, but I was happy. And then NCT 127 Kick It. I like all of them. I'm okay with all of them.
Yeah.
I kind of want BTS to let other people win sometimes, but I do love BTS, so we got Jungkook right. Okay, and then best dance performance female group currently going to Blackpink. How you like that? Twice More and More, and then Psycho Red Velvet. Best vocal performance solo, IU Blooming leading, and then we have Baekhyun, Candy, and Taeyeon Spark, and they're all bops. I made sure to write that in the notes too. I really like Taeyeon Spark. That was really good. I don't think people liked it as much as they should have. It was really good. And then best vocal performance group, Hit Mama Moves in the front, Winner Hold, and then I'm in Trouble New West. And I wrote a little note where I just said, I feel like Winner used to use a lot of auto-tune, but then I listened to their new song and they really don't as much as they used to, so then I was okay with it. Because if you go listen to past songs, you're like, wow, that's a lot of auto-tune. It's not like they're bad, it just surprises you.
You know, you gotta do what works. If it works, then do it.
It did sound good though. Like, I'm not saying it was a bad song. And then, we already did that one. Best band performance, Day 6 Zombie, and they have 70% of the vote, and I love that song. I love Day 6. I'm totally cool with that. And then N Flying, Oh Really in second, and then, I don't know how to say that, Yucko Help is in third. And then best hip hop and urban is going to Zico Any Song first, and then I didn't write the other ones because he was probably leading with so much of the vote. Best collab is going to 8 by IU, and she made that with Suga, and she has 76% of the vote.
Yeah, I like that.
So that changing is probably very low. Best OST is currently going to Gaho Start, and that's from Itaewon Class. And Gaho's vocals are literally like sent from heaven. Like, he has that song Stay Here. Man, so good. And then I skipped number 2. I don't know why. But number 3 is a song from Crash Landing on You, and that drama is lit. I love that drama. Completes my heart.
Hits you right in the feels.
It really does. I still haven't finished it, but I'm like on episode 13. I'm almost there.
So close. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is Kai and his debut. So, Kendall, what did you think about it?
I love Kai. And then I saw that music video. I was like, I love you more.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, I don't know how you did it, Kai.
Yeah, I definitely think that was like, especially since it's so recent too. I feel like next year maybe he's gonna be on the list if BTS does. You know, any solo artist from BTS comes out, then we're in trouble. But yeah, I definitely think that his debut was really surprising. Yeah. You know, I wasn't expecting it until I was on Instagram one day, and I was like, they had posted his photo teasers, and I'm like, nah, they're just doing like another EXO photo shoot
or SM.
or SM. And then I was like, it said like his solo like teaser for his solo, and I was like, he's coming out.
I didn't believe it at first either. I was like, oh, Super M got something new this year
Right.
for like the third time.
Right. I was like, he's taking notes from Baekhyun, and that's all it is. So
Yeah.
I was really surprised. And I really
A lot of, or not SM, EXO artists came out with solos this year, right? Because we had Suho, Kai, Baekhyun. Who was the other one?
I think it's the SC group.
Lay.
But it's the. What is his name? I can't.
And then there was another one. Chanyeol
in the other one. They came out with 1 billion views.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I do know what you're talking about. Yeah, I feel like there was another one. Chen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of them. It's some of them are in the military, right?
Yeah.
That's
I hope it's
why.
not like leading up to them, like, you know, is it the 7-year curse? But they're over 7 years, right?
I think they are.
They're older than 7 years.
Yeah.
But it's just like the whole military thing. It's like once you like hit the military, it's like we're waiting for a comeback now if it's gonna happen. But yeah, they're definitely coming out as like a lot of solo doing their own thing, and I really like that. Especially Baekhyun and his solos.
Candy was good.
Love it.
And then Suho's Let's Love, that was good. Yeah. I listened to the whole album actually, and Starry Night, that was a jam too. And then anything Lay makes is also literally a bop. I say that a lot, but Lay is so good at making music. It says its name in Chinese, but it's called Lit. That song, have you seen it?
I haven't.
Oh, so good.
I'm sorry.
They put so much money into the music video too. Like there's literally a dragon just floating around at the top. It's so good.
I have to watch it.
Watch it later.
But yeah, so Kai was hitting those billboards the other day.
He was.
So, and, you know, it's no surprise, but
he deserves it.
Yeah, he definitely deserves it. And I was watching the music video, and I was like, I forgot what song. I think it was for where it starts off. He's on top of the building. And I was like, you know, this reminds me of something. It was very like VR, you know.
Oh yeah.
Reality kind of. So I'm like, you know, didn't SM just come out with a group who's like their whole theme is VR? So I'm like, is this a possible collab? Because you know, I think Lee So-min, the owner of SM, he was talking up the other day. He gave a presentation about how he was doing like a SM universe, kind of like Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
How he's gonna have like
I think I did hear about that.
The other artists come in and like share, like collab basically. So I was like, you know, this looks familiar. So that's I feel like my conspiracy theory is that Kai, and they were saying Mark also was one of the new members in
of course.
How do you say it? I don't know how to say the group. aespa. And I was like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised either. He would be making another debut.
If SM's starting anything new, Mark is involved. 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 times.
Right.
11 out of 10 approved, but
he's definitely the poster child.
Day when he's like 90, still debuting new K-pop bands.
I don't know if it's true though. I don't know if it's 100% true, but apparently he's supposed to be the new member in aespa. So
they're adding members, or are they doing?
I think they are adding members.
They're gonna add boys.
That's the thing though, because he was saying it's like a SM universe, so maybe they're like putting all of SM Town into you. Maybe.
Okay, I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe in the future, collab with
fancy. Yeah,
I think that's really cool though.
Yeah.
FM is definitely SM is definitely leading in like innovation within K-pop. They're like, all their stuff is so innovative, especially when they dropped Jopping.
Oh my god.
I was like, the amount of money that they put into that. They were in Dubai.
I know.
Just to film one scene. I was like, can I please join SM just to fly around?
Yeah, I just want to be there. I'll like carry the water or something. I'll give Kai his water bottle.
Like I would just be there just to like whatever you need me to do. Like SM is definitely up there in innovation. I think
for a while, Big Hit was my favorite company, and now it's definitely SM.
Yeah,
Because of, like all the artists they have now, and like all the literally innovation is like their thing, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I think they probably took it from Big Hit, but like the whole universe thing, because BTS has been doing that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know too much about BTS universe though.
Yeah,
I know as much.
But SM is also really, I think, like Big Hit too, but SM is really good in promoting their artists.
They're very good.
Unlike other groups, which we'll get into later.
They do a lot of collabs between their artists, which definitely helps, because if you like one, like if you pretend you like EXO, well now you know that like NCT and Red Velvet exist, and you're like, whoa. Yeah.
Yep.
Some groups, which we'll talk about later, or not groups, but companies are not good at promoting their artists.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. BTS. Can't have a K-pop show without talking about BTS. Billboard Hot 100. Life Goes On was at number 1, and most people do know this, but Jungkook actually filmed the music video for it.
I was like, oh my god. And I love that how companies give their artists the liberty or the freedom to do what they want to do.
Yeah,
I think that is very essential in like making a K-pop artist or a group, because you don't want to be stuck in a group doing nothing or just singing as a group. You want to make a name for yourself, and I think that Big Hit also does a good job with that, especially since Suga released his own stuff, and another one in the group, which we'll talk about later, is also coming out with his own solo stuff. But I really like how they let like companies that let their artists come up with the beats, or have liberty and freedom in designing the videos, or like what Jungkook did was really cool.
Yeah, like a lot of people like talk about it and be like, when you have a K-pop band debut, like usually they'll start off and everyone's assigned like their own personality and like stuff like that. And as they get older, if they're still together, you start seeing like their actual personalities. With a Big Hit, you start off seeing their personalities because they just like, they let them do what they like to do. That's
especially
what I like about Big Hit.
When he got his tattoos, everyone was like flipping out.
I was like, you go, Jungkook.
Like, let that boy live. Let him live his life.
He just wants tattoos. It's not that big
I'm
of a
here
deal.
for it though. I like it.
They are kind of cool. They're cool tattoos. They have meaning too.
They do, and it just shows like how much like they love their fan base, and I really like that too.
Yeah, I love them too. All right, and then we have some news about BTS. Other than that, but BTS can postpone their military service for 2 more years because of a bill passed in South Korea. So they usually, when a boy goes to the military, I believe it's between the ages of 22 or 21 or something to 28 that you have to do your 2 years of military service. They made an exception for stars or people who've won, like gotten Grammy nominations like BTS has, so they can push it back to like they're 30. So Jin was just about to hit 28. It was just his birthday actually, and he would have had to go to the military very soon. But now they can wait till he's 30, make more music for us before he has to go.
And I saw like the army was like rallying, like they were like, why can't he just like postpone, or why does he have to go? And they were like, BTS has done so much for Korea, you just need to let them.
In Korea they have like this rule that like if there's like an Olympic winner or stuff like that, or people who like bring like good name, I don't know, to Korea, like really get the name out there, they don't have to do military service anymore. And people are like, BTS has literally done so much for Korea, like more than like, not saying the Olympics don't do anything, but we know BTS. We don't really know who ran cross country.
Yeah, I think BTS was like the fourth, like founding fathers for bringing K-pop to America, apart from like Super Junior and SHINee. But like you're just walking like in Walmart or like in the mall and you see like BTS merch everywhere. And I think that like, you know, they've done their, you know, part in
I definitely think it did something for America, because now we know we don't just have to like American things. We can be cultured in like other things too. Because when I first started liking K-pop, my mom used to be like, "What's wrong with American music?" I'm like, "Nothing. I just like Korean music too."
And I was also like talking to someone else. Like I was having a discussion. I was like, you know, back in my time, which is not so long ago, but like I feel like our generation is definitely like more accepting of other cultures and other like, you know, we're more aware of what's out there than I would say like previous generations who you know, were like basically like living in their four corners of the universe. So I guess
it's globalization is definitely what's happening, and I'm here for it. I like listening to other cultures, and BTS really helped with that. So personally, I think, you know, they should be given like that military service. But you know, it is like a thing in Korea that like you do it and you're like, man, like I really did something for my country. So I mean, I'm glad they can at least postpone it. And then, oh yes, BTS also has Grammy nominations. I forgot to write down what they are, but last year they were nominated 2 and they won nothing, which she's gonna look it up. But I was so upset. I was like, bro, they should have won something, something here, but they didn't. So this year we're hoping to actually get that Grammy win.
And I also think that's like part of the whole like generation thing, because like, you know, it's an academy who is like nominating and picking the winners. So
they ain't our age. The ones picking the winner.
If it was, it would be like a whole totally different story. Let's see.
And then this was just a side note from me. Their new album B just came out. That thing's $50, Hannah.
So for the Grammy nominations, they were awarded like the nominations for the best pop duo or group performance, which is for Dynamite, which is, I mean, of course, is
Dynamite's so good.
I feel like that's gonna bring the world together.
It was so good. My boss added it to our work playlist. That's how good it was.
I think they deserve it. They
really deserve it. This year I see it, guys. We might get that one.
And then like there's also that other like I think it was Parasite who they won. I forgot.
They did win. They won Best Picture.
Was it the Oscars?
I think that's what it is.
I hope it's the Oscars.
I know they won something.
And then I think it was Trump who came out and he was like, being Trump, he was being himself, was trying to downplay like the popularity of the movie and how that they didn't deserve the win, which is totally wrong. Because you know, we need to just, you know, come together. Let's be one.
I found out that Parasite won and I was so happy. I was like, that's what we want. We want other countries to start, you know, winning these awards, because it's always American and I love America, but you switch it up sometimes. Like that BTS monopoly. We need to stop this American monopoly.
All right, so you're talking about how the album is $50.
It's most of their albums when they come out are usually like $20 to $30, and I'm like, okay, I can waste money on this because I'm poor. But they really said, let's make it $50 this time around, and I said, I'm gonna need a few months to save that up.
Right. And I think that's another aspect in how popular K-pop is getting, because, you know, it's such a big thing, and I feel like their fan base is mostly like young teenage girls who are working, or most of them aren't working, but you know, try to just, you know, base your merch, I should say, around our paychecks, because, you know, we're making minimum wage. It's not a lot.
I'm making $9 an hour. That's it's $8 after tax.
Not a lot, right? And then you gotta do all the other stuff that comes out. Social Security,
pay for my car,
right? Like, I love BTS, but I'm
then I have to pay for breathing at my college. It's like $1 a breath.
It all adds up, you know. It all adds up. Yeah. Yeah, and that was another issue with and Super M, how their merch was ridiculously high for no reason.
Well, okay, I'll be fair to them. The first album wasn't that bad. It was only like $20.
But it was like mostly like t-shirts and keychains and like I think it was like the Marvel collaboration.
Oh, yeah, that was really
was
expensive.
100. I think right now it's like 120
Yeah.
for like a bunch of stuff. But like I can get that stuff off Amazon for like $2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But, like there's no reason for it to be that high. And they're like, oh, you can buy this and get a free digital album.
No, but like, well, they made it reasonably priced. They're like, all right, let's do $20. But then they were like, yeah, but let's make like 8 of them. Let's make 8 versions of this album. And I really want to collect all the versions of the albums. Catch me not, because I don't have money.
And I was telling Kendall when I was like, I really hate that, because I'm like the type of person, like if I can't have all of them, then I don't want any, because like I like a collection. I like a set collection, like a completed collection. So I was like, I can't do that to myself, Kendall. I'll go crazy.
Did you see, sorry, but Taylor Swift started copying K-pop.
A lot of people did. I think it was Shawn Mendes too. He came out with his own photo cards, and I was like, look at you.
They were like, oh, so you actually sell all this? And the reason they make it so high is because people buy it. Y'all gotta stop. I'm poor.
He came out with his own signed photo cards, and I was like, okay, taking notes. I see.
I saw this TikTok, and it was like, who's who in the Bible book, and then someone flipped through and pulled out a Jesus photo card, and they were like, my favorite's Opar Moses.
Like
funny video of the day.
The innovation, like, and especially how it's like spread across the United States is really cool.
Yeah, it's very like, I don't know who thought of let's make 4 versions and sell them all, but they deserve a raise for that. They really do.
They do. They really do.
I'm gonna wait for B to go down to like maybe $30. Then I'll procure my copy.
And I think it's like maybe with the popularity of like them winning the nominations, they're kind of like, okay, let's capitalize on this. Like every other company, they're like, let's capitalize on everything. And like there was also like the stuff going around on Instagram and Twitter, how like they take the photo cards that they post on the photo cards that come in the album, and they like whatever they post on Instagram, they take the same photo and put it in the photo card and then charge you for the photo card. Like, wow.
I mean, it must be different because now you have it in your hand. Really changes the meaning.
But then you could also like print it out yourself. That's what people are doing. Most people.
That's literally what people do. They take like cardboard and just print out pictures.
And laminate it. It's the same
lame
thing.
And I buy them off of Wish for $2. I get it in 2 months. Then at that point, I no longer want it. So I don't know why I do it. I literally went Etsy and bought this 10 photo card, and literally I thought I was getting like, when I bought it, I thought I was getting like the whole group. No, I just got 10.
How much did you pay for it?
Like, it had to have been like $5. I was like, I paid $5 for 10. Well, I mean, anything is worth 10. I'm gonna retract what I was about to say. I would do anything for 10.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a way to make money, though. Maybe we should start doing that.
Yeah. Who wants a Kindle photo card? I'll sign it for you.
Right. Yeah, so I think that's definitely like, the companies capitalizing on their employees or groups.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they deserve it. If they're going to deserve something, it's that, I guess.